So this is the first approach, AD and AS approach. Okay, so we are supposed to do the second approach, that is SI approach. Okay, that is saving investment approach. Yes, ma'am. So equilibrium, just now what did we say? Equilibrium condition is nothing but wherein your aggregate demand is equal to aggregate supply. And we learned this formulas also. Aggregate demand is nothing but what? Consumption plus investment. Yes, and aggregate supply, what was the formula that we have learned? That is consumption plus savings. Okay, and equilibrium condition is wherein your AD is equal to AS. So this is equal to this. So if you cancel both the C's, we are left out with what? We are left out with savings is equal to investment. Okay, so that is what we are going to see. Yes, ma. So according to this approach, when we will be in an equilibrium position, when the savings is equal to the investment. Okay, so this is also an assumed figures that I have taken into consideration. Yes, ma. So your income has to start from 0 and it has to continuously increase. Okay, and if you see this income, when we are representing, it will be having 45 degrees in the graph. Yes, coming for the consumption function, as your income is going to increase, what did we say? The consumption is also going to increase. Yes, and how do we compute the savings? Savings is nothing but what? They are nothing but the consumption minus income. Okay, so we are going to get this particular like what savings are. So this is how we compute. Investment, we said that it will be constant. Yes, okay, so when our saving is equal to investment, we said that we will be in equilibrium condition. Okay, so if you see over here, where are we? We are in this condition wherein 40 equal to 40. Here we are in the equilibrium. Okay, so below this, if you see, our savings are less than our investment, and above, in this case, if you see, your savings are more than your investment. See, both are the same. Okay, so there we learn the saying that aggregate demand is equal to aggregate supply. Here we are, that's what I've said when we find out. So both are more or less the same. Okay, but here we are talking of savings and investment. So if you are going to represent it in a graph form, yes ma, so because savings starts from negative, so we represent it below than our 0 point, so it starts from here. Okay, so we are going to have this to be your savings curve and your investment is constant. Okay, so the point where the S is equal to I, we call that to be an equilibrium. So here what is happening? Disequilibrium condition, below this is disequilibrium, above this is also disequilibrium. What is happening over here? Investment is more and the savings is less. So basically what conditions we have learned for AD and AS, it will be applicable over here also. Okay, so the same cases you can write over here, that the companies have to increase their investment and these people have to supply more of goods and services. Okay, so automatically the incomes are going to increase, the savings are going to increase. Slowly it will be coming to the equilibrium. Okay, so later on what happens? If your savings are more and the investment is less, then what we do? We try to reduce to come to an equilibrium. Again you are going to reduce the employment, again production is going to reduce. So because employment reduces, the incomes increase, incomes are going to come down and everything. So automatically it will be pushing back to the S is equal to I point. Okay, so this is related to the SI approach. Okay, coming for the next one, we have the Keynesian multiplier. Yes ma. So what is Keynesian multiplier? Multiplier, as simple as that. Okay, what do we say? Multiplying is what? Simple thing. See, now I am doing a business. Okay, now I want to make more of a profit what I am getting. So along with the one what I am investing, I try to invest more so that my income will be more. So more or less this is what is being said under the investment income multiplier. Okay, so first this concept was being introduced by Kahn in the year 1931. Okay, so he used this to explain about how there, because of increase in investment, how how the changes are happening with the employment. Okay, now coming for the Keynes, he took the same like the same concept, but here he explained against the employment. Coming for Keynes, he explained the changes in the investment, how it's going to change in the change on the income. Okay, so that was the change what here the Keynes has said and taken into the consideration. Okay, so according to the multiplier theory, what is being said, when there is an increment of aggregate investment, increment is what you are increasing, income will increase by an amount. Okay, so if you are increasing your investment, your income will also increase. How many times it's going to increase, which is k times the increase of the investment. Okay, so the multiplier is represented by k. Okay, so what is y? Delta y is nothing but the change in the income divided by the change in the investment. Okay, so this is the multiplier function. Okay, so how much of a change is happening to the income based upon the change of the investment. Okay, so usually what happens, if you are going to put 1 rupee, definitely in the business it is going to be more, it's going to multiply. Yes or no? That's a simple common sense thing. Yes, so that is what is being said under the income multiplier. So how do you derive this investment multiplier? So we get y is equal to c plus I. Okay, why I am taking, see actually what it has to be, if you remember, people might have a doubt why I am taking I here. Y is equal to consumption plus savings. Yes, so what did we learn just now? Savings is equal to what? Investment. Okay, so delta, so how much of a change is happening because of a change in the consumption and the change in the investment. Okay ma, so if you are going to multiply on both the sides with divide by on both the sides with delta y, what you will be left out with? Delta y get cancelled, you will be left out with 1. Delta c by delta y is nothing but what? MPC. Okay, what is this MPC? Marginal propensity to consume. So your multiplier function depends upon the marginal propensity to consume function also. Okay, yes, plus we are having it to be 1 divided by k. Why? The reason is k, yeah, I have written it here also. K is equal to what? Delta y by delta I. Here you are having delta I by delta y. So that will be representation is what? 1 by k. Okay, so k will be equal to 1 by 1 minus MPC. Okay, or this can, with this we are taking marginal propensity to consume. If you want to represent this using the marginal propensity to save, how we are going to represent it? We know that MPC plus MPS is equal to 1. Yes, okay, so MPS is equal to what? 1 minus MPC. Yes, okay, so 1 minus MPC you are going to have, so therefore what we are having, k is also equal to 1 minus MPC is MPS, right? So here you are going to substitute it here, so k will be also equal to 1 by MPS. Yes ma, so 3 formulas you have for this multiplier. So anyone, say they can I doubt whether they will be giving for you or not, but sometimes what happens is they give you what is MPS value, they give you what is MPC value, and they'll ask you to find out what is K. Okay, yes, so I doubt for you all it will not be given because you are doing at the fundamental level. Yes, so these are the 3 formulas what you have for the multiplier. Okay, sometimes I can ask you like what is the relationship between the multiplier and the MPC. Okay, so multiplier and the MPC, if you take into consideration, it has a positive thing. Why? Because as your MPC is going to increase, consumption is going to increase. Yes, so automatically what's going to happen? Your income is also going to increase. So it has an K also goes to increase. If your MPC is going to decrease, your K also comes down. Okay, so because of that we say that it has an positive relationship. Yes ma, so if with MPC, if it is having positive, then obviously with MPS, marginal propensity to save, what's going to happen? It will be negative. The more you save, the investments will be less, so automatically your K will be less. Okay, vice versa. So that because of that, we say that the marginal propensity to save, the relationship when you want to find out with the multiplier, we say that it is negative relationship which is going to exist. Okay, now if when we are talking of the next one, the process which is involved in multiplier or the investment multiplier process or mechanism, whatever it might be, simple thing. Yes, what did I say? If you are going to put certain additional investment, yes ma, okay, so what's going to happen, you're going to get certain income out of it. Okay, that income whatever you are getting, if we are assuming that you are consuming it only 50%, here we are making an assumption that marginal propensity to save MPC will be 0.5. So what do you mean by that? You're going to save half and you're going to say consume half of the amount whatever is your income. Okay, so if you are going to inject, okay, yes ma, see basically the multiplier if we take into consideration when it can happen is now and because of the COVID reasons and everything also, in this situation also we can implement this multiplier function. It will, the economy can be boosted using this. Okay, so usually what happens, see we said that when demand is there, okay, so what's going to happen, because of demand is there, people are ready to spend and everything, the production is going to increase, because production is going to increase, the employment is going to increase, income is going to increase, the growth is going to take place and everything. The vice versa, if it's going to happen, obviously what's going to take place, we will be slowly being pushed into the recession. And if the recession continues for 2 or 3 cycles, we will be entering into depression. Okay, yes, so to come out of it, what are we supposed to do? We are supposed to inject more of an investment into the economy so that we can get certain income and we can increase the income in the economy. So obviously we are going to see that by putting some amount we can increase the income and we can see that the growth or the GDP can increase in the economy. Okay, so in this, if you see, if you are going to make an increment of like change in the investment by 100 crores more, so income is also 100. Why are we take for example, like as I have said, for investment function, you are going to give to a contractor to lay down the roads or to construct that particular bridge and everything. So you are giving a contractor 100 crores. So that 100 crores is what for him? It is an income. Okay, so what does that person do with that income whatever he has? We have an assumption what he is going to save half, and sorry, he is going to save half and he is going to consume half of it. Okay, so automatically what's going to happen, 50 is consumption and 50 is saving. So whatever he is consuming, okay, whatever is his expenditure is an income for some other person, because he has to buy the cement, he has to buy the sand, he has to buy the metal, steel and all those things. So obviously what happens, it becomes an income for the another person. So another person, what does they do, or another firms, what do? They are going to save half and they are going to consume half. So like that the process is going to take place. So if you see all this, if you are going to invest, yes, 100 crores for example, what is happening, your income is 200. So basically it has been doubled in this case. Yes ma, okay. Now when we are talking of this, it can be a positive multiplier and it can be a negative multiplier. Okay, what is a positive multiplier is when you are going to increase the investment. Okay, yes, so automatically the incomes are going to increase. Yes, the case what we have discussed just now, that is a positive multiplier. Then what is a negative multiplier? Negative multiplier, we also call it as a backward action. Positive multiplier, we call it to be an forward action. So what is this negative multiplier is, take for example, when compared to the last year, you are going to invest less. Last year you invested 100 crores. Now you are investing only 80 crores. Okay, so how much of an investment is less? 20 crores investment is less. Okay, so if you are going to put and take that particular multiplier function, you will be getting negative. Negative does not mean that you are going to have less. when compared to the last year, because the injection amount is less this year, you will be getting the amount to be in negative and there will be a decrease in GDP. Okay, so with this the fourth unit is finished.